Hello dear students, welcome back to a new video. In this video, we are going to discuss a beautiful poem named A Considerable Speck written by Robert Frost. So without wasting much time, let us begin our class. So dear children, A Considerable Speck written by Robert Frost. About the poet. Robert Frost was one of America's greatest poets. He is known for his simple language with deep meanings. His poems often use nature to express human emotions and philosophical ideas. His famous works include The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods and Birches. We have an introduction to the poem. As we studied in our classrooms, Frost sees a tiny moving speck on the page where he is writing. First, he thought it was a dust particle, but later, when he understood that was not dust as it was moving, he realizes that it was a living creature, perhaps a mite or a small insect. The poet begins to admire this little creature for showing signs of intelligence. Summary of the poem. The poet notices a speck on his paper. It is so small that he can barely see it. Though it was so small, it is moving with purpose, not randomly. The speck behaves intelligently. It avoids the poet's breath. It stops as if thinking. It changes direction like it is making decisions. The poet was completely surprised by its awareness. The poet feels respect for that tiny creature. Although humans are considered superior beings, this tiny speck shows admirable qualities. It behaves more sensibly than many humans who lack thought or reason. We see in the poem, the poet decides not to harm that tiny creature. He lifts his pen, choosing mercy instead of killing it. He values its intelligence more than its size. The poet calls it a considerable speck. As we know, considerable means something important or worthy of attention. The poet praises the determination of that tiny speck and the spark of life. Though that was a minute creature, but it was something to be considered. It was showing the movements and the decisions as to be considered. Themes of the poem. First theme is value of life. Even the smallest creature deserves respect. Every creature on this planet should be respected, deserves to be respected. Intelligence and awareness. Thought and consciousness are more important than physical size. Here in this poem, that creature was very minute, it was a tiny speck, but the consciousness and the decisions, the thought, that was important rather than physical size. Humility. Humans should not think they are superior to all other forms of life. Here, the poet did not think like that. That's why he could show some mercy on that speck. The last theme is observation of nature. Frost shows how careful observation can help us learn deep lessons. In this poem, the poet could observe those beautiful movements and decisions taken by that mite only because he had a keen observation. The message of the poem. Every living creature has value and purpose. Intelligence is precious wherever it is found. We should treat even the tiniest life with kindness. Awareness and mindful thinking make life meaningful. So, dear students, this poem teaches us to be humble and to appreciate even the smallest signs of life. So, dear students, I hope you have understood the poem. If you have any doubts from this poem, please ask your doubts in the comment section. We will meet in the next video with a new lesson. Till then, take care.